Hi, I'm Ben, and this is my episode recap of Marvel's Spider-Man. Yay, it's back. It's been gone for a year. Like the last one aired in August 2018. It's September 2019. That's not only a year, that's a year and a month. Well, I'm glad, as much as the show doesn't get the best reception from people, I'm glad I'm glad there is an audience and it didn't got canceled after two seasons. Because I was worried it was gonna get canceled. But because I mean, well, I just didn't want it to end on a cliffhanger, because in last episode it had the brain drain and it showed that Dr. Octavius and Spider-Man swap brains. So yeah, I just didn't want to end on a cliffhanger, because really think about it. All the other Spider-Man cartoons ended on a cliffhanger. Spectacular Spider-Man, Spider-Man Unlimited, the '90s Spider-Man cartoon, and yeah, well, kind of the '90s Spider-Man cartoon. I mean, it did had a great season finale, but they're like, let's go find Mary Jane, and then that's how it ends. So it's not exactly a cliffhanger, but it kind of opened the door for something. But yeah. But so far all the cartoons got canceled. All the Spider-Man cartoons ended on a cliffhanger. And I just didn't want this to end on a cliffhanger. I just hope the MCU Spider-Man doesn't end on a cliffhanger. I hope they can figure something out. But anyways. Oh, and appropriately, I'm wearing a Spider-Man t-shirt. I showed you in my It review, but yeah, isn't this cool? Because it's like a comic book panel and it's like Spider-Man. Yeah, yeah, it's like a big comic book thing. I got it at Walmart. It's really cool. But yeah, the Spider-Man. This episode didn't have Spider-Man. It had Spider-Girl and Ghost Spider, Gwen, and Miles Morales Spider-Man. So I think they just call him Spider-Kid or something, but here's the thing. In the episode, it was Gwen Stacy trying to work on a bloodstone crystal, and she's trying to phone Peter. But then it's revealed that Scorpion came and tried to steal it to power up to power him up. And Spider-Girl and Spider-Kid is on patrol fighting crime, saving a purse from a guy, and that's it. And in Whiskers. And in this Whiskers, sorry. And later in the episode there was um the Scorpion came to the school and tried to steal the Bloodstone to power him up by the Tinkerer. Yeah, the Tinkerer tried to use the Bloodstone to destroy to turn the Scorpion into a powerful Scorpion, but then Spider-Gwen used the phone to hide the phone in the thing that was keeping the thing to find the Scorpion. But then the Scorpion found it. It was like, oh, you better not get some text. It's like, you idiot. And Tinker's like, you idiot, that's probably gonna track us. Get rid of it. So he threw it and it kind of got cracked, and she's like, that's a new phone. And I'm like, well, I'll be more frustrated, because I thought to myself, I'll be more frustrated if someone would destroy my phone, because, come on. But yeah, so anyways, the phone, Tinkerer and Scorpion found her, and then the ray, because they used this bloodstone crystal as like for a ray gun to power Scorpion, but then it lasered her to power her up, and it got Spider-Gwen's powers, because before she was like, I miss the old days being Spider-Gwen, and there's even a poster of her holding a criminal as Spider, and her as Spider-Gwen swinging, and it's paying homage to Amazing Fantasies number 15. And then, but yeah, later in the episode, she gets her powers back, but yeah, she doesn't have built-in whip shooters, so it's coming out of her wrist, so it's like, phew. And yeah, because it's kind of like the Sam Raimi movies, but how does that work? Like, how does it come out of your wrist? Because basically it would come out of your butt, but yeah, because in the comics and in the reboots, it's built-in whip shooters, so this kind of doesn't make any sense. When I first saw the 90s Spider-Man as a little kid, them airing reruns, I thought, is Spider-Man a cyborg now? Because he's putting stuff in his wrist. Like, how does that work? Like, he's shooting web shooters, but it comes out of his wrist. So, did he put things in his wrist? Like, how does that work? But it's actually built-in web shooters. It's not real shooters. Just ignore the kitty. But anyways, Whiskers. But anyways, so they went and saved. She got her powers back, and then she tried to help them, and then Spider-Woman, and then Spider-Girl and Spider-Gwen and Spider-Miles and Spider-Miles, and then tried to find Spider, and then the Scorpion was chasing her, and then the Tinkerer came out as like this giant robot thing that's big mech thing, and they both have team up and try to fight each other, and then the Tinkerer shoot the laser at Scorpion that give him his powers back. I mean, not his powers back. And made him big and strong, and he's like a big monster Scorpion, but he's like a giant and more powerful. You know, I never seen a movie where they fight a giant. I never seen a live-action superhero movie. Well, I never seen a superhero movie in theaters where they fight a big giant monster, because we have like the Avengers movies. I guess maybe that giant whale, but we have like alien invasion movies, and but we never had like them trying to fight a monster, a giant, like Godzilla versus Justice League or Avengers. Yeah, like something like that. But anyways, they save the day. They fight the monster, and then they save the day. And then Spider-Gwen tried to realize, if I destroy the crystal, it'll get rid of Scorpion's powers, but it might destroy mine. So then she throws the crystal on the ground, smashes it, and then there's big sonic wave thing that shrink the Scorpion, but still give to her power. So I'm like, oh, I wish she was back. But then she was like, I'm okay. I still have my powers. And they were like, how do you have your powers? Because I was thinking, like, how does she have her powers? I was like, maybe because she said maybe because she was closer to the beam that gave her her own powers, and he was a bit closer to the far away from the waves, so Scorpion got in the big waves, so that's what lost his powers, but she was in the center of the core. But yeah. But yeah, at the very end of the movie, at the very end of the episode, I mean, they're like, we're good. They're like, we're okay, but yeah, and at the very end, she's in her costume, but she has the mask now, because in early episodes when she was Spider-Gwen, she didn't have the mask, but now she does. So, and she says, "Hey, how about Ghost Spider?" And then she's like, so she's Ghost Spider now, but won't people recognize the costume that she was Spider-Gwen? Like, what are they gonna do with this? So we'll have to find out next episode. Well, that's my episode recap of Marvel's Spider-Man. I hope you enjoyed it, and Let's find out what happens in the next episode. Take care.